For a minute. Hayden or Nick, need one of you down here. One of you, or Jane. Seven left field, camera 8 right field, camera 3 can get back up the middle, and then camera 6 for second base, pitcher shot.
It's not easy, bro. I'm fucking stupid. How do you fucking see this shit?
Looking down here, look up, track where the ball goes, look down at it. You'll always want to be on at least 7 or 8.
So that's left, that's right.
Yeah.
And then that's back up the middle.
Yeah, so that's your second base. So, stolen bases, double plays. Yeah, if you get the second base, always try to fix up the central camera, and they had it. And then,
what a balance.
Johnny, Melissa, you got the wrong cup in the lineup.
Wait, Jack was actually zooming on the base. Oh, yeah. Your dad actually. Yeah, you know, Gabe. By the time Muddy scored, Jack was
The camera dropped out. Yeah. Completely offline now, so I don't know. I'm gonna look at what happened. It's alright, did your best.
It could be
Yeah.
cameras offline.
No, it's alright. I'll sort it out.
No, we can go back.
I'm gonna look at what the action is. 7, 8. That also takes you first base. 7, third base. Then back to 4.
Fuck.
Camera.
How many other lights you got? I have 8. You have 2.
You got more than that in one.
It's cake, mate.
I'm already inside.
Yeah, you know what the Foxtel sign is?
Thanks, sir.
You had that? Turn and look down. Turn and look.
Why is there no food?
Right? Good eye. Turn and look.
Those can save it. I seen that video, I saw it said it's like, what is disappointment mean? And it says running into a brick wall. That's probably why you get the belly. That's one person, not the rest of us. You also got that what do you yapping about? You take it to heart. You take it to heart. That's good as dead. And also lose. Wait, why the double hit it? Why is 85 doing it? Can we come to your house sometime? Oh, we'll get the whole day off. Where did that thing?
Top of the second here at Aquatic Ballpark. Just underway in third grade. Thanks for tuning in. Wait to hit her. Ground ball. Second baseman for the Sharks. Casey to report out number 1. Going 2 on this Saturday here in round 6 of the New South Wales State League. Cronulla with the win. Under 18s, 11-0. Comprehensive performance by the Sharks. Get anything going if you're in the field. shortstop, Scott Clahessy. Almost had a double play opportunity at that before. Couldn't quite get the second leg under the first. 2-0 here against the Cronulla star, Brett Elliott. 2-3 on the season. Third grade. Also 2 and 3, so one of these teams can go 3 and 3, they'll drop to 2 and 4. Fouls that one off. Strike now for Scopelo. Takes that one for a ball. One out here in the bottom of the second. Fouled off. 3-2, pulled up the line, but get out of play. And strike 3 called. Scott Clahessy wasn't happy with it. Lets Tim Peel know about it. Grandad and a strikeout to start things here in the second. Manly trailing 1-0 after Cronulla scratched across a run in the first. Big swing and a miss by Sean Shivers, just his second game in the batting lineup, has been used in relief for the first few rounds of the season. He's behind here 0-2. Let's have a 2 for 3 record so far. That was from his only appearance in the lineup. That was a fortnight ago here against MacArthur. In the hole here, 0-2. Doesn't offer the breaking ball from Brett Elliott, too high in the zone. Lights that one off to stay alive. Tim Peel will put a new ball into the game. One's going to get it out of play. Shivers battling here with 2 outs. Trying to extend the inning for his team. Elliott a little bit too high. With the 1-2. Get another chance though. Breaking balls away, so another 3-2 count. Looking to finish his inning here in the second. His team back up the bat. Straight down the middle, but a little bit low. So it's 2 out walk. Nicely worked by Shivers. Worked all the way back from 0-2. Fouled off a couple of tough pitches. Gets himself aboard. First runner of the day for Manly will bring up Chris Hurley. That one a little bit inside. Hurley tried to take it, but pulled out and stayed out of the way of it. Hurley just 1 for 6 in his 3 appearances so far in the season. His hit coming against Borco on the 29th of September. It's a big hack of that one, but can't put it in play. So 1-1 here for Chris Hurley. Starting the game is the designated hitter here this afternoon. That's a broken bat. Thought that might have been off his foot. Yeah, Phil Choi's calling foul. Definitely came off the foot of Chris Hurley. I'll replay that for him later. Now the umpires just get together here just to confirm, but definitely looked like. Just trying to find the replay now. There it is. Umpires just getting together. Chris Hurley trying to convince the umpire that it did, and wins the argument, but win an argument that Choi had already agreed to. So the count moves to 1-2. We'll have a look at the in the break in between innings to see exactly what happened there on that swing. That one down and away. The count even at 2-2 now with 2 out. A little bit breezy here at Aquatic early on this afternoon. That one in there for strike 3. And that sends Hurley packing straight back. So 1-1 here for Chris Hurley. Starting the game is the designated hitter here this afternoon. That's a broken bat. Thought that might have been off his foot. Checking on the swing, and it's called no swing. The first hitter, Liam Anderson. Here on the ground is Scotty Glahesi. A short, he gets the aquatic hop. It won't be a play. So runner aboard here for Cronulla. Takes off straight away, and Dan Baker can't get a grip on the ball. He'll have it stolen. Cronulla looking for more runs here in the third. One lifted high. Josh King under it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Andrew and Ross retired after walking back in the first. Elliott takes first pitch for ball 1. Down and away. Eric Horvath's first start on the mound for this season. Behind here to Brett Elliott, 2 balls and 1 strike. One's inside for 3 and 1, and Liam Anderson steals second. Stolen base for Liam Anderson. Brendan Haythwaite underneath it. On the move, Dan Baker with the play at the plate, holds on to it, and that's an out. A double play turned there by Brendan Haythwaite. Dan Baker did well to hang on to it, maybe by surprise, and he applies the tag. Liam Anderson's down, and that ends the top of the third. Just the 1 runner, but it gets thrown out, so a clean inning in the end for Eric Horvath. We head to the bottom of the third, Manly trailing at 1-0. Hey, Timmy, Peel. Dan Baker, the leadoff man for Manly, after securing the second out of the double play to end the inning. Even though Tim Pield called a strike, he checks up with Phil Troy, who stands some 100 feet away on the first baseline, and that's strike 3 straight down the middle. Strike out there for Brett Elliott. It's 4th of the afternoon here in the third. Manly trailing 1-0. Both these teams with a 2-win, 3-loss record. Looking to leave Aquatic here back to 500. So 9-hole hitter Stefan Simic. Interesting that he's batting that far down the lineup. One of your better hitters in previous seasons is coming across to Manly from Blacktown. 4th year at the club. Getting the start in right field today. Swings and misses at the high offering from Brett Elliott. Fifth appearance. Take it back. The wind just only causing problems there for Stefan Simic. Stepping out of the box. Mid wind up. Elliott not too happy with it. The catcher asking what's going on. 5th appearance for Elliott. First start of the season. He had an inning each against Ryde and Greater Western in the first 2 rounds. 3 innings against Borkham Hills. 2 innings against Vikings last week. That one down in the zone. Working the count back to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hasn't given up an earned run. Hasn't given up a run. Just 4 hits on the season, striking out 12. And one on the ground to the Cronulla shortstop, who has a bit of a bobble. That's Liam Anderson, who was just thrown out at home, so maybe still feeling the effects of that. And Stefan Simic will likely record Manly's first hit of the game. Just the 5th hit, or 7th hit of the year given up by Brett Elliott. Sorry, correction, 5th hit of the year by Brett Elliott. His first walk, Sean Shivers. Top of the zone, back to the top of the order for Manly for Jared Cupp. Struck out in the first. Sunny but windy here at Aquatic. That'll be the reason for our centrefield camera just intermittently dropping out. We had the experienced Jalen Ray operating cameras today for the 3rd grade. We'll see him action later tonight for 1st grade. 3-0 here to Jared Cupp. It's the 3rd time that Brett Elliott's, sorry, 2nd time rather, that Brett Elliott's pitched into the 3rd inning. Down for ball 4. So nice work there by Jared Cupp to draw the walk. We'll give Manly runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Trailing this game by a run. Speaking of Jalen Ray, it's little brother Tian. Shows bunt. And said to have offered at it. It'll be strike 1 to Tian Ray. And a good start to the season. His first year in grade. 400 average so far. His first 5 games. That one fouled off. Fifth game for T and Rays. 4 for 10. 2 hits in his return against Vikings in round 1. Hit against Borco and then a double against Greater Western last week. Cup and Simic with nice leads. Riley Jones trying to catch Cup back at first, but back head first into the base. 1 and 2 hitter T and Ray. And he's down on strikes for the second out. No, because Wi-Fi's not reaching up there. That's why it's not working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless you put it on a.
It's on my phone.
Yeah, but if you no, because you need the Wi-Fi to cast to the TV. But if you can put it on a hotspot and then do it through a hotspot.
Which AV is one of the HDMI?
No, it's all set up, but you got to connect the Apple TV to a hotspot and then cast through that. So 2 away. Josh King, right side, but Dean Mawson is there, and he cleans it up and retires King at first to end the inning. So a couple of runners for Manly. The error and the walk, but they can't do anything with it. And we're through 3. It's Cronulla 1, Manly 0. Back here for the top of the 4th. Connor Casey will lead it off. Well, leading this one 1-0 for ball 1. Taking enough of the zone to be called a strike, so evens things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Before he misses there with that high one. Did have a shoulder injury to start the year, did Horvath, hence why he hasn't pitched until today. Liam Patterson getting the first bunch of starts to start the year. Got a club legend coming out of retirement today. You'll find out more about that in 2nd grade. Hello to my former production manager, Andrew Logue, watching on. Just informed me that we spelled Eric's name wrong. I knew how it was spelt, but the spreadsheet I was going off had it wrong. I didn't even notice it. So if you were here, Andrew, we wouldn't have had that problem. Meeting on the mound over after the walk to start the inning. It'll be Riley Jones. That one hit to the right side. It'll be out of reach of T and Ray. It'll get into right field. Simic will clean it up out there. Riley Jones will be held to just a single. Bit of hitting there. It's always... You can always expect a fastball coming after a meeting at the plate. Riley Jones capitalised. Tip off the end of the glove. Oscar Bogus. Wolf gets ahead. 0-1. Shows bunt, but pops it foul back into the Manly dugout. Plenty of arms available for PJ Patterson. Bogus behind 0-2. Manly needing it out. Cronulla wanting more runs here in the fourth. That one straight down the middle. And there he's out, number 1. Runner takes off, and there won't be a play for Dan Baker. That one straight to Scott Hicklahesi, takes it on one hop. He'll only have one play, and Shivers just picks it up in time at first base. Cronulla, they get the run. Scott Hicklahesi almost had the double play, but the runner in Connor Casey. Sorry, it was Riley Jones, who's now taking off the third. Dan Baker with the less than powerful throw. Can't quite get it down there. It's ball 1. Harrison Ford retired on that play by Scott Hicklahesi. Dean Mawson now the hitter. That one popped up right side. Over to it, T and Ray. He makes the catch, and the inning is retired. So a couple of base runners, one of them scoring for Cronulla. They extend their lead to 2-0. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Brendan Haythwaite jumps on that one and hits it hard along the ground into left field to start us here in the bottom of the fourth. So Manly need a couple of base runners, build a little bit of pressure. Only a 2-run game, so plenty of time for them to get back into it. That's off the helmet of Scotty Glahesi. Borelli just over to check on Scott, make sure he's all right. Oops. So that'll be Sean Shivers and John Ray saying bunt. Just like they tried to do on Wednesday night, but it didn't quite happen. And as I predicted with Scotty fielding, we thought there was a missed signal, and we confirmed with manager Mark Feathers back in the clubhouse post-game that there was definitely a missed signal. Whether it was missed or just not executed. But Sean Shivers trying to do the minimum job here and move his 2 runners both in a scoring position. Doesn't show it this time, fouls it off, falls behind 0-2. You coming back later? Coming back? So Shiv's in a hole here, 0-2. Walked in his first at bat. And it was a similar at bat like this where he fell behind. Fouled off some tough pitches. Fell behind 0-2. Fouled off a bunch. See if we can do something similar here. Spin move. Haythwaite back on the bag. Shears just asked for time and step out of the box, slow things down a little bit. Maybe wait for the wind to subside. Runners take off. And it's going to be a foul ball right at Harrison Ford. He had made the rookie error of going to the base before the ball was put in play, but Sean Shivers hit it straight at him. And Tim Peel waves it off as a foul. Would have been an interesting play because Ford bobbled it. Didn't pick it up cleanly. Haythwaite takes off. Chopper over the mound. Only one play for Liam Anderson. And that's as good as a bunt. Shivers executes, gets the job done. Manly now in the bottom third of their lineup. With a chance to tie up the game. A pair of runners in scoring position. Chris Hurley, after fouling off into his foot and snapping his bat in his last trip to the plate, he ended up striking out to end the inning in that at bat. Let's keep it on that one. Pulls it through the left side. Forward over to it. Cup freezes. Hurley's going to be safe. The throw pulls Connor Casey off the bag. And Jared Cup just froze a little bit. Maybe got in the peripheral vision of Harrison Ford, who couldn't get his throw on the money. Chris Hurley will have an infield single. And Manly are on the board. The tying run is 90 feet away. Dan Baker in the 8-hole. Takes the first pitch from Brett Elliott for a ball. It's the first earned run that Brett Elliott has given up on his season. So 11 innings pitched and 1 earned run for Brett Elliott. Bro, I think it should be on up there now. Dan Baker with the job to do. See what Chris Hurley decides to do at first. They test the arm of Riley Jones. Try and move himself into scoring position. Don't want to ground out into a double play here with the tying run at third. Sorry, that's Scott Clahesi over at third, not Jared Cup. Up and in, nicely laid off by Dan Baker to even the count at 2-2. Swings at it in the dirt. He's going to be out. Chris Hurley's going to be out as well. Oh, no, he can't make the throw. Liam Anderson jumped for it. I think Chris Hurley forgot what was going on. There was only one out. Didn't have to go to 2, but he did anyway. Caused enough of a distraction. Riley Jones with the throwing error. The tying run comes across the plate. And it's a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. And 2 out for the 9-hole hitter in Stefan Simic. Bit of organised chaos maybe by Chris Hurley over there at first. I'll tell you over a couple of beers down at 7th Day Brewery tomorrow while we're watching Game 2 of the World Series that he meant to do it. Don't worry about that. More importantly, he's helped his team tie this ball game up at 2-2. Game 2 of the World Series being shown down at 7th Day Brewery tomorrow from 11 a.m. Stefan Simic back to Brett Elliott, and he thought about a couple of different ways to do it, and he had the underhand toss to record the out, and we're through 4 here on the Procore Automotive scoreboard. It's 2-2. We'll head to the 5th. Timmy, make sure you wave to the camera when you come and get your drink, all right? Yeah. How those new kicks, mate? I didn't realise you were setting them to yourself. I was like, shit, what's going on there? Yeah. Oh, I still haven't set my shit yet. Yeah, it's still like 2 days. I've been thinking about it, and I was actually gonna have to bring it up.
Just trying to work around your time. I've got a couple of hits. Yoshi goes on the time. Watch how many times Yoshi does. Where he goes to the bag and they hit straight where he was. Sorry, did he? Yeah, right to him. Foul. Yes. I was watching the feed on Wednesday night. Hola. Yeah. Cold what? Oh, cold.
Top of the 5th, and it's going to be Nathan Pays for the Sharks to lead it off, batting in the 9 hole. So Manly, 2 full rotations through their order. Cronulla finishing their second rotation now. Liam Patterson, the new pitcher for the Eagles. And he gets that one straight back at him. Great way to get the first out. Coming into relief, his first relief appearance of the year. And I said they had plenty of pitching. I did forget that Benny Lowe wasn't available today, so one less arm available, but Liam Patterson and Sean Shivers, plenty of innings to be eaten there. This one lifted right side to Stefan Simic. Jalen Ray didn't even need to change the camera angle. 2 outs on 3 pitches, just what you want from your reliever. Breaking ball misses up high to Ben Ross. He finds the outside corner. 1-on-1. Patterson brothers doing a lot of pitching for Manly. Liam starting the first 4 games of the season. His brother Aiden also pitching in second grade. Nathan Pays lifts that into right centre field, but a nice running catch by Stefan Simic out there, and it's a was that about a 7-pitch inning, just the way they wrote it up. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied here at 2 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. The Jared Cup swings and misses. Brett Elliott's first offering here. Here we are in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss again, so quickly behind 0-2. Needs to shorten up now, just try and punch something the opposite way. Getting himself on base. Hope for one with a walk. That one straight down the pipe. Nice breaking pitch. Broke from right to left nicely for Brett Elliott. And Jared Cup's down, strikeout number 2 on the day. One away here to start inning 5 in the bottom. Dean Ray bending out of that one. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 with a strikeout. It's straight at Liam Anderson, who takes on the backhand and a bit of a pirouette, gets to his feet. He throws out T-Ray at first, out number 2. So Brett Elliott looking to work a nice quick inning. 5 pitches so far. He's got 1 pitch to beat. Let me get the official count on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, 6 pitches. So he can't beat Liam Patterson's effort in the top half of the 5th. This is now at 6 pitches. That'll hurt. Only for a short time though. Another 2-out base runner for Manly. Josh King with the drill straight in the back. Two-out base runner. Brings up Brendan Haythwaite, who got the inning started for Manly in the 4th. He and Scott Clahessy, who both got aboard with nobody out. Both coming around to score. Maybe somewhat fortuitously on some questionable base running, but it's in the book as a run on the board. Doesn't matter how you get them, as long as you get them. Strike 1, fired into Brendan Haythwaite. Top of the zone, snap throw to first. Josh King back on the bag. Connor Casey had to scoop it over there. Throw from Riley Jones. A little bit light. Gave Josh King enough time to get back on the bag. Head first. That's inside for ball 2. 78 mile an hour on that one. Another check. Riley Jones really trying to keep that runner at first. Haythwaite swing. One in game 1 of the World Series. Yankees on top, courtesy of a Stanton home run. Playoff Stanton continues. Tani just missing, tying the ball game up with a double, and then gets to move up. And Brendan Haythwaite goes Otani into left field. So a couple of 2-out base runners for Manly. Extends the inning. I called him 38 the other week, but he's actually 39. He had his 39th birthday a fortnight ago. Being generous to him. Scotty Clahessy, the Manly shortstop. Jumps on the first pitch, going to go down the line. It's going to be ruled fair, and Brendan Haythwaite's going to win the race to the base. So Clahessy will be aboard on the fielder's choice, and it will load the bases here for Manly. It'll be up to Sean Shivers to try and give the Maroon and White the lead. Strikeout, ground out, then a hit by a pitch and a single. And then the fielder's choice is Scott Clahessy. One for 2 and a run and a strikeout for Skoklo. Shivers punches it opposite way, and a nice diving catch out there by Oscar Boggess to end the inning. Brendan Haythwaite's looking up. He thought it was less than 2 out, but it was the 3rd out, and they do get out of it. Cronulla, after retiring the first 2 batters, Manly loaded, but they leave them loaded, and it's 2-2 as we head to the 6th. And with the pitcher, Brett Elliott, started off hitting for himself today. Big swing of that. Ioane's 0-2. Liam Patterson come out of the pen. See if he continue this and shut things down. Deliver Manly their 3rd win of the year. Match up with Ryde next week. So Liam Patterson just falling behind here 3-2 after being in the driver's seat 0-2. So 5 games all starts from Liam Patterson. Check swing. Yes, he did. And that is a strikeout to start things here in the 6th. Thrown 330 pitches before coming into today. Connor Casey, the next man up. Happy birthday. So 1 away. 2-0. 17 earned runs given up by Liam Patterson. Coming on 26 hits. He struck out 21 and walked 9. So good numbers there. Probably the best in the club, I would say, actually. One of rare pitches, given the workload he's had so far. It's behind here though, 3-1 to Connor Casey. Casey pops it up, left side. And that's just going to drop. And we've had a change. It's Brendan Haythwaite back behind the plate and Dan Baker moving out into left field, and Haythwaite had a pretty busy start out there. Couple balls hit to him early. He had one chance to throw at a runner, but just missed out on that one. They did combine to throw at a runner on a fly ball, which was caught. Liam Anderson trying to score after tagging up, but that ball sat up there a long time, sat up in the wind, which brought Haythwaite all the way in. And the catcher with the powerful arm threw it on the money to Dan Baker to record the out at home to end. That was in inning 3. Ground ball, Scotty Glahesi trying to sit back on it to turn 2, and they will get the lead runner in Connor Casey. He's trying to make it come to him so he could turn 2, but it just didn't get up to him in time. They do get one out, which is always important. And it's the second out of the inning. Riley Jones rather will reach on the fielder's choice. I'll bring up Oscar Boggess, who made a great catch to end the 5th, robbing Sean Shivers of maybe extra bases, but also go-ahead runs. And Oscar Boggess is going to rip that one into right field. Riley Jones goes first to third, much to the delight of the Cronulla spectators here at Aquatic. Pinch hitter. Going to be another lefty. I haven't got my team list with me. They're sitting on the printer at home. We'll see who scorers put down on Game Changer. We'll rely on that for now. Oh, maybe actually I can do it over here. Take that back. Harrison Ford was the scheduled hitter. Checking the runner at first. Hitting in the 8 hole. And if this is right, it's of course it's the one number that they've issued to 2 different players. So it's either Brendan Ridge or Jamie Williams. Swing a miss. Jamie Williams is the hitter. Assume he's going to third base. We do know he's hitting in the 8 hole. Harrison Ford. Strike 3. It doesn't matter because Jamie Williams goes down looking. And it ends the inning. It ends the Cronulla stranded pair. And Manly will come up in the bottom of the 6th, looking to break this 2-2 tie. E6. I may do a year old on this today. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I said 20 out of 29. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, no. Cause I'm sorry. Oh, it's 85. It's not 86. Oh, well, I'll make him older today. Probably faces in your picture. Yo.
What a disgrace.
Yeah, that hurts. Look at those runs, mate. Oh, there. Spectator insurance.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a double. also under your to be able to advertise them.
Chris Hurley acts at the first pitch. The new pitcher is Connor Casey. Wholesale changes for the Sharks. We'll try and bring you up to date with them. The pitcher, Brett Elliott has gone to third base. It was the third baseman that was pinch hit for. It ended up being Trent Williams, who now goes to left field. A left fielder, Oscar Bogus, comes in to play first base, with Connor Casey going to the mound. Liam Anderson moves from short to second, with Ewan Choate coming in to play shortstop, with Dean Mawson out of the game. Nathan Pays will remain in centre field. Benji Rossi in right, and Riley Jones behind the dish. And he's the new Cronulla defence. 1-on-1 here to Chris Hurley as the wind just picks up a little bit more. So 1 here to the Manly DH. Walked off as if he had struck out then, but he's taking a moment to gather his thoughts, work out how to be a better hitter, and get this 6th inning started for Manly. That one's fouled off. You get another chance. A very Sean Shivers-esque action here for Connor Casey. Very similar to that of Sean Shivers, Manly's own first base / relief pitcher. May see him at the end of the game. Nice patience by Hurley to see that one down. He's over 2. Reached on the error, which drove in a run after striking out in the second, which ended the 2nd inning. He's ripped that one. Long run for Trent Williams. He's over there to make the catch. Sorry, it's Tom Williams, not Trent Williams. My apologies. Tom Williams in left field. Dan Baker now. Hitting with 1 out for Manly. Swap positions with Brendan Haythwaite. Dan Baker now in left. Haythwaite back behind catching. Two and 1 here to Dan Baker. Breaking pitch on the left side. Breaks down and in. Evens the count at 2-2. That will be too high. Count runs full. It's the 4th appearance for Dan Baker. He had a hit against Borkham Hills. He's 1 for 4 in the season. Limited playing time early on for him with the large 3rd grade squad size. Back up the middle. Make it 2 hits for Dan Baker in 3rd grade. Takes the 3-2 pitch straight back up the middle. Out of the reach of the pitcher in Connor Casey. And away from Ewan Choate, the shortstop. And Manly get a 1 out base runner here in the 6th. Stayed with it, drove it back up the middle. Now stands at first as the go-ahead run. Hands it over to Connor Casey. Not Connor Casey, Stefan Simic. The alliteration getting me there. Simic with a bit of a choke off the bottom of the barrel of the bat. Bottom of the handle of the bat, 2-0. Just looking to punch something into that right field corner. And the ball just rolls all the way to the 330 side. Outside corner, takes it for a strike. 2-1 now to Simic. Big whiff of that one. Wasn't even close. There's the count to 2-2. Simic just the one hit coming against MacArthur a fortnight ago. Dan Baker's going to be picked off. Can he beat the throw? He does. Throws off line from Oscar Boggess. Couldn't be handled by Ewan Choate. And Dan Baker turns a pick off into a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position for Manly. Strike 3 has Simic looking, and there's that loopy left-handed breaking pitch that freezes Simic. He's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. The go-ahead run. Still standing at second. And the lineup will turn over now for the third time. Jared Cup, he's 0 for 2. Sorry, it's for the fourth time. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 strikeouts. Manly now 8 strikeouts on the day. They've struck out 5 Cronulla hitters. Jared Cup with a pair of hits on the year. He'd like a couple more. His team would love him to get one here. Checks his swing, and Riley Jones comes up out of the crouch looking for a throw down at 2, but Baker was back on the bag. BJ Patterson offering plenty of instruction to his hitter, to his runners. Outside corner. Takes a 3-0 for 3-1. Probably have to take all the way here. Get yourself into the 3-2 count if you have to. Make Connor Casey throw 2 more pitches. Swings and misses. So payoff pitch here for Casey. Payoff pitch here for Jared Cup. Who's going to win the battle? 2 out here in the 6th. 2-2 ball game. And Cup strikes out for the 3rd time today. And Manly will leave the go-ahead run stranded at second. It's on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. It's the Cronulla Sharks 2, Manly Eagles 2 here in 3rd grade. You might go get that bat in first grade tonight, mate. So we move to the 7th. Not every day you have a third grade game go to the 7th, but you got zeros all over the scoreboard. Generally the reason why. Ewan Choate gets his first at-bat of the game after taking over at shortstop in the bottom of the 6th. Pulls it up the line, but that's going to go foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Third inning of work here for Liam Patterson, up to 25 pitches. On the dirt. 8th way able to block it. No runners on, so it'll just go to the fence and on deck better for the Sharks. Will chase it down. 2-1 here to Choate. Just the one appearance so far in third grade. 1 for 1 against Greater Western back 28th of September. What was that, round 3? Right side, but it'll get out of play. Fill the count up here for Liam Patterson. He had a 6-pitch 4th inning. This is his fourth inning of work then. There you go. Didn't give him credit. No, 3rd inning of work. Horvath went 4. I didn't realise he went 4. Top of the zone, but called ball 4. He's walked the 8-hole hitter, doesn't want to walk the 9-hole hitter. But it's Nathan Pace, who's a tough out. Shows bunt, too high. Check over at first, but Choate's back to the base. Offers that, it fouls it off. Cronulla 2 hits coming on 7 runs. They've committed 2 errors in the field. Manly with 2 runs coming on just 3 hits. They've only been assisted by 2 walks and the 2 errors, but it's been a couple of big 2 errors and some fortuitous base running that's helped them out. That one's going to hit Pays on the shoulder. He ducks out of the way and wears it for his team, and Cronulla have put the 8 and 9-hole hitters on base, which is exactly what you want. It's not what Manly want. So Cronulla will turn the lineup over, nobody out. Great opportunity for them. Liam Anderson shows bunt. Patterson can't find the zone. See what kind of bunt defense Manly will employ here. Check back at first, but no one's there to receive the throw. Shivers playing in for the bunt. Looks like they're just going to go with basic bunt defense. Give up the runners moving. In there for a strike. Gets himself in the count at 2 and 1. 3 for 10, Liam Anderson. Runners take off. Strike in there. Pick on the runner behind. T and Ray knocks it down. And Cronulla now have both those runners in scoring position with nobody out. The job now for Liam Anderson is to drive one in. The job here for Liam Patterson is to get a strikeout. Manly finally realised they need to be playing in. Ball on the dirt blocked by Brendan Haythwaite behind the dish. Needs to keep the ball close now. Payoff pitch here. Right side. Tough play for Ray. Winds up. Can't make it. And Liam Anderson drives it in. He'll reach on the fielder's choice. Cronulla will get the lead back. And there's still nobody out. Dean Ray just didn't have the arm to get it back to Brendan Haythwaite. Did everything right. Ball just fell a little bit short, getting to his catcher. Patterson falling behind again here now. It's 2-0. To Benji Ross. That one's fouled off. Called for strike on the outside corner on the swing. Maybe a free one there for Liam Patterson. They count even at 2-2. Runners at the corners here for Cronulla. Swing and a miss. They get the strikeout. An important first out. It's probably come a bat late, but you'll take it. I'd love a double play here. That one though, right side, going to be troubled. But it's just going to drop foul. Stefan Simi got a long run, and he'll leave the ball out in the corner. Always dangerous when you see the ball start going into the corner. Four pitches now for Liam Patterson. Finds that pitch in there. First time he's been ahead in the count in this inning. 0-2 here to Brett Elliott. Has he got the get out pitch here? That one fouled off. He buries something in the dirt. See if Brendan Haythwaite's alert. Strike three, no. Ball. Nice pitch by Patterson, maybe a little bit up. It's the pitch you want when you're in trouble. He doesn't get it on this occasion. Check over at first. Anderson back on the base. There's a stolen base already. Threat to steal again. Still hasn't gone though. Patterson just needs to dig deep here. Go back to the pitch. It's going to get him the out. Another one fouled off. Elliott making him work. Hasn't got any warmer yet here at Aquatic. Hopefully it warms up soon. Hesse steps on the base, makes the throw. Manly somehow get out of the inning. Just the one run scored by Cronulla. It was enough to take the lead. It'll be 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Switched it as he caught it, and I was like, fuck, I don't do that.
So I went to replay it and it wasn't there. I was like, oh.
I had it right. I was like, fuck it. Oh, fuck.
Down a run. Two, 3, 4 for Manly here in the bottom of the 7th. It might be their last chance to get the lead back. They've got about 14 minutes remaining on the clock. Ray leading it off. 2 balls and no strikes. That's what Manly had to do. That's got to be patient here. Make Connor Casey throw strikes. And when he does throw you in your hitting zone, don't try and overhit it. Just put a good swing on it. Sounds simple, really. Just like that. He fouls it off. Pitches here for Casey. 2 on the count here to T-Ray. Strike 3, down and in. He didn't like it. Tough call on T and Ray. He strikes out. One out here for Josh King. Connor Casey, his 5th appearance of the year. All 4 previous to this have been starts. He's thrown 14 innings. He's got a 2-0 record. Given up 10 runs on 12 hits, just 6 of them earned though. Walking 10, striking out 17 for a 3.86 ERA. So there's runs out there to be scored by Manly. Just got to string together some at-bats. This one by Josh King. Popped up, pays in for it, won't get there. And that's the hit that Manly need. Just need to play for one here at the moment. Get the ball game tied first. And then worry about winning up later. But they're going to have to do it in this inning. Unless they move things along quickly. 3 o'clock we'll have second grade. Manly in unfamiliar territory with their 1-4 record. Had a tough 1-run loss last week against Greater Western. After they flew out of the blocks against MacArthur the week before. In a 22-3 victory, which got their for and against back on a good side. But couldn't quite get the job done last week. Cronulla, well, they're looking for their 5th win of the season in second grade, so a first versus last battle. Josh King picked off again, and again the Manly runner will get picked off. This time though, he beat the throw, he beat everything up to second base. And he'll have a stolen base. So the lefty on the mound, proving tricky, but Manly now with the tying run in this ball game in scoring position for Manly's best hitter in Brendan Haythwaite, who's 2 for 3 this afternoon. Going to drive in now that tying run. Last bit of base running by Josh King. Brendan looks at the loop. Big smile on the face of Connor Casey. He knows he got away with one there. So can it be the veteran, Scotty Clahesi? He turned 39 a fortnight ago, not 38. Away, ball 1. Looking for his first hit of the day. He's scored a run and struck out. That one's going to get out of play. 1-1 for Scotty Clahesi. Can he find a gap? Josh King runs well. We'll be looking to score. Manly have struck out 11 times this afternoon, compared to just 6 for Cronulla. King lifts it, right side, could be trouble, but it's going to get out of play. His account will move to 1 and 2. Brett Elliott with the start, 5 innings pitched. Gave up his first runs of the year. 2 of them, neither of them were earned after all that. 2 walks, his first walks of the year. He struck out 7. Casey with an inning and 2/3 so far, just the 2 hits. Scoreless, hasn't walked a batter, he struck out for himself. King takes off, inside pitch. King's got some work to do, ball gets away! And Manly will score the go-ahead run, the tying run rather. Josh King getting it done with his feet. Stole third, ball got away from the third baseman, Brett Elliott. Not a bad throw from Riley Jones, it was low, right where you want it to be able to make the tag. Don't know what Riley Elliott's asking for. Maybe it was strike 3, but it was definitely down and in the pitch. Scott Scudder's just going to come out and ask the question. Just confirm. The pitch was down and in. Tried to throw King out at third. 2 stolen bases on the trip for King. And the error. We'll see him tie things up at 3-3. So 2 out, 2-2 for Scott Clahesi. Pulls it to the left side. Choate over to it. In the dirt. And it won't be picked. Riley Jones is backing up the line. He's going to field it at the fence, but Scotty Gillespie will get there in time. A couple of cameras just bowing out for a second there. It's going to be... There you go, camera 3's back. Always drops out when you don't want it to. So Scotty Gillespie extends the inning for Manly. So the part of the order that have got it done for Manly today: Josh King, Brendan Haythwaite, Scott Gillespie, now Sean Shivers. Last chance for Manly in this inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. So both teams may have one last chance to win this game if Connor Casey can find the third out here in this at-bat. Breaking ball. With the left-handed batter now, it just shrinks that corner a little bit. Dugout's been told to settle down. Not happy with the call. Tim Peel telling the Cronulla dugout to calm it down. The 3-0, or the 2-0's inside. Scotty Gillespie moves up 90 feet. Sean Shivers just got a little punch into left field. Connor Casey finds the inside corner. Probably had to come in a little bit further than where he's been able to enjoy some favourable calls on the outside with right-handed hitters. That's down for ball 4. And Sean Shivers extends the inning a little bit further for Manly. Chris Hurley here just has to expand his zone a little bit. Don't take any pitch for granted. Connor Casey's really worked that breaking ball on the outside corner. Sean Shivers could literally just stand on that base right now because his run is really irrelevant. Really only needs to run if Hurley puts the ball in play. Outside for ball 1, 1 ball and a strike. Well, he has an offer of that, but can't do anything with it. Manly getting a pinch runner ready. Chris Hurley get the job done here, taking his time in the box with a 2-2 count. Oh, terrible swing. It's a sword. It ends the inning. Timmy Peel's going to check his watch, but it looks like there's enough time on the clock. So we'll more than likely have the 8th inning. We will. Manly tied up. They get out of the jam in the top of the 7th, come back and tie it up in the bottom. It's 3-3 on the Proco Automotive scoreboard as we head to the 8th.
Toys, yeah. It's good when they work, they're not always working. What do you got? So your scoreboard's all straight, all of that. I've got the
And you got a yes speedo there. How good.
pocket radar going. Yeah. 6 cameras working today.
Okay, that's nice.
That's center field camera. It's in and out with the wind.
Yeah.
And it's been better.
3-0. Yeah.
So 3. So
Okay.
yeah, running 6 cameras.
Okay. That's good.
Plus I've got the other 8, but they're not full programmed yet. Plus I'm having internet problems, so streaming everything off my phone.
Okay, that's good. Be a nice big bill for you.
I'll get 200. I'll probably use 30 bucks.
Yeah, okay.
And I literally done it before, like back to back.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is Jay doing the sleep with you?
Connor Casey jumps on the first pitch, and that's going to go deep. And a great running catch out there by Josh King in centre field. I told you he runs well. He runs well around the bases, and he runs well around in the outfield as well. And he's taken a great catch out there in centre field to record out number 1. A very important out here in the top of the 8th. It'll be the bottom third of the order for Manly in Baker and Simic before going back to the order top with Jared Cup if they're to win this game. Ball 1 to Riley Jones. Manly looking for a shutdown here. Outside corner, 1-1. I think we might have had a little bit of a break in between games, but it looks like we're going to go right to the start of second grade. Have a 15-minute break in between. Nice half an hour break, 40-minute break would have been pretty nice. And he just couldn't extend the inning that little bit extra to get us there. Breaking pitch finds the outside, 2-2. Riley Jones not happy with himself that he maybe didn't take an opportunity to have a hack. Three and 2 now to the Cronulla catcher. He's 1 for 3 today. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout. Brendan Hathwaite comes out of the crouch and fires the ball around the infield after getting out number 2. Last chance here for Cronulla to extend the inning. Oscar Boggess, the left-hander, started in left field, moved over to first base. Pops it up, but that's going to get out of play. Lands near us in the broadcast booth. I told myself after cold weather a fortnight ago against MacArthur I'd make sure I pack my long pants, and I failed to do that again today. I do have my big puffer jacket in the car, so I may be getting that for the rest of the evening. 1-1 here to Oscar Boggess. Patterson looking to post another 0. Outside corner. Tim Peer looked like he was coming up to punch Boggess out then before realising it was only strike 2. Just checking the count. 1-2, says Tim Peel. Swing and a miss. Couple of strikeouts for the 8th inning. And Manly will take their chance to walk it off here in the 8th when we come back.
Oh, so is this your job now? For first? Or are you just chipping in?
Just like 3 of us are on the rollers around. So one on line.
Yeah. You were the one who got stuck with beer and tails with loose tails. So you're back home early now?
Yeah.
You enjoying it? Good to be home or a bit of both? Okay. Yeah. Pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm just broadcasting, man. I'm working. Yeah. Doing radio during the week. Bit of streaming stuff on the weekend.
Freeman. Freeman. Granny. Walk off Granny. In the 10th? For those watching this game on one monitor and the first game of the World Series on the next, Manly are going to be looking for a Freddie Freeman-esque performance here. Connor Casey back out there. Starts Dan Baker with the ball. Freddie Freeman just hitting a walk-off grand slam to end game 1 of the World Series. 60,000 very happy fans in Dodger Stadium right now. And they all head to the car park and start their 3-hour journey out of there. Dan Baker fouls that one off. 2-2. And they're trying to get a base runner aboard and then drive them in to walk off this game. Improve their season to 3-3 before taking on Ryde next week to finish the first of 3 rounds in the extended 21 round competition. Fouls that one off to stay alive. 53 pitches now for Connor Casey. He's been good in his 2 innings of relief. Just the 1 run given up. But it was also unearned, so all 3 runs unearned against Cronulla. Manly's 3 runs all earned. Cronulla's 3 runs all earned against the Manly pitching. Baker fouls that one off the foot. Good to see another pitch. PJ Patterson not going to his bench just yet. Giving Dan Baker the opportunity to get aboard. Might look to pinch run if he can get on. Bit of work to do still before that happens. Checks his swing. And he's going to be called out. So that's strike 3. And it's the first out here in the 8th. Caught him by surprise. Thought he may have held it back. But Tim Peel said strike 3. Although a little bit late after Riley Jones had started tossing the ball around the infield. But it's the first out of the inning. Positive for Manly though. They can't lose this game. They won't want to settle for a draw, but it may be how it finishes. Both teams 2-3 coming into it. They might be remaining 2-3 with a little 1 in between. Stefan Simic jumps on that one, punches it into right field, but well, I was going to say it was straight at Benji Ross, but it was in and out of his glove. And Manly had the winning run on first. It did tail dramatically and assisted even more by the wind. We're going to have a pinch runner. Looks like it's... It's a runner whose number I don't have on my list. So I'll wait and see what Game Changer said. But Stefan Simic's aboard, and it's another error by Cronulla. Their 4th. Make it their 5th on the afternoon. Jared Cupp jumps on that one, lifts it high. And base running nightmare there by the pinch runner, who... maybe he will want to remain nameless. He took off on it, maybe thinking it was 2 out. Nathan Pays with the catch in centre field. And then the easy toss back to first to record the double play. And this game will finish in a 3-3 tie. Manly unable to find the winning run here in the 8th and giving up with the easy out. Cronulla 3 runs on 7 hits. They committed 5 errors. Manly's 3 runs coming on just 4 hits. A well-pitched game by both sides of the diamond. Brett Elliott with 5 innings pitched, 2 runs, neither earned on 2 hits. He walked 2, struck out 7. Connor Casey, 3 innings, 2 hits, a run. It wasn't earned either, a walk and 6 strikeouts. Manly striking out 13 times. Eric Horvath, Liam Patterson, both with 4 innings each. Eric giving up 2 runs, both earned on 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Liam Patterson, great job in relief, got out of a big jam and kept Manly in the ball game. He gave up a run on 2 hits. He walked 1, struck out 5. Both teams will move to 2 wins, 3 losses and a draw on the season. Look to bounce back next week. Manly heading to Ryde. Stick around. We'll have second grade coming your way.